Hey guys, as you know, I got a BMW Z3 M-Roadster, year 2000. I took it in to get an alignment and get the brakes checked. Alignment was pretty much off, got it fixed from Firestone, but they told me the brake pads only had 1 mil left on it. So just even looking at the rotors, they look pretty much well spent. So I got some Stop Tech rotors and brake pads. So I'm going to do that install. Got these online. I think it's called Car ID. So hopefully these fit. I'm not sure. I just pretty much select the Stop Tech brand that supposedly fits the M-Roadster. Just want to get this open. I'm going to be doing both the back and the front. Oh, cool, we get a little sticker. That's always nice. And then, right, here we go. So, we're going to be slotted. I think it's going to be cool. The ones on the car's not. I already can tell this is going to be good because when I watch some other YouTube videos, they have like some type of locking bolt or something right here. So, that's good to know that has it. So, that kind of only reaffirms this is going to work out well. So, when I be doing this install, I'll just kind of show you guys some of the things I did not know. Lessons learned. Should be pretty self-explanatory as any other brake job. And then also, this is going to take me a little bit longer, so I'm going to clean up the calipers, clean them up, buff them, get them pretty much the prep great, because I'm going to spray paint them like a gloss black, because right now they look pretty dingy and rusty. But I'll kind of show you some footage on that, what I did, like a before and after cut on it. Hopefully they turn out well. But besides that, we'll get to the install. I worked on the car a few hours last night, and I'm going to show you or tell you the biggest problems I had so far. So the car's up on the jack stands, all the tires are removed. I never seen lug nuts like this. The lug nuts for the wheels were like that. Usually I just have a nut and it's not like a bolt. Okay, so I took them out, and the wheels, to get them off was a pain in the ass. Like, they were pretty much seized up to the rotor, and it took a lot of freaking elbow grease to get them off. A lot more than what I was expecting. Next, on the driver rotor up front, basically got the clip popped out. That was easy. Then getting the bolts out of like that top caliper, there's 1 and 2, got those out. I mean, nothing like that was hard. But then the bolts for the main caliper, I PB blast them very good, and they were not coming out, and I did let them soak overnight, so hopefully when I work on it tonight they come out a lot easier. So I kind of gave up on that one, moved to the backs, and I got the backs done and off. So right there I kind of did a little bit of cleaning on it. So right here's the back. You kind of can see the brake, you know, for the e-brake. I don't know if I'm going to replace it or not right now. Probably just going to leave it the same so I can get the car on the road as soon as possible. But they were a lot easier to get the calipers off of those right here, those 2 bolts. But once I got the caliper off, again, this was pretty much seized up again to the axle. So it took a lot of elbow grease. Well, not elbow grease. I got a freaking hammer and beat the shit out of it, honestly, to get it off. But since I'm not going to use that rotor, I really don't give a crap. Okay, so just a comparison. This came off that back brake. So you can tell there is nothing at all. It's gone. This is what's supposed to be replacing it. It is freaking insane, the amount of no brake pads we had on that. But hopefully this is going to make the car stop a lot better, and there'll be no squeaking and all that bullshit. But I assume the front ones are going to look way worse than this, since obviously all the braking occurs at the front. Okay, another note is that I think on the driver front and then the passenger rear, these brake calipers, I'll take it off and show you later. Not brake caliper, sorry, the pad itself. You kind of see the wire, it has a sensor on it. it's kind of dangling right now. It has like a wear sensor, and the freaking car did not show that the brakes were bad at all. So what I'm thinking about doing is just not putting new ones on. I didn't get them, but they're like 10 bucks a pop, so 20 bucks total. So it connects in that like rivet of the brake pad right there. You see the wire, and then it runs to this little junction box. So what I'm going to do is just take it out and not really give a fuck, because I'm going to be hopefully keeping an eye out on these brakes more often, since I'm going to try to track this car. That's the end goal. So, but if there's any problems with that, I'll let you guys know, and kind of keep you guys up to date with that. But besides that, I'm going to work on it a few more hours this evening. I'm just going to kind of give you guys up to dates on throughout the each day, because obviously it's kind of going to be getting dark here in a little bit, and I have very bad lighting in this garage. So, but besides that, oh, right here's the calipers for the backs. I cleaned this one up pretty well. Just got like a wire brush for my drill, cleaned it up, looks pretty good. Cleaned this one up a tiny bit. But when you do this, if you do plan on cleaning them up, get a dust mask. I did not have one. You can see all the dust on the workbench. I was blowing black boogers all night last night. So just think safety and get that shit for your mouth and nose. Okay guys, right here you can tell I got this one pretty much prepped up and painted. That's probably about like 3 or 4 coats of high temp paint. So this is for the front caliper. This is the passenger side one. Obviously you can kind of tell I started right here, kind of prepping it up, and kind of looks pretty danky. So what I'm doing right now is I got some steel brushes that you put on the end of a drill, and that's what I'm hitting it with. It's a whole lot faster than using sandpaper and all that bullshit. So once I get done with that, I have a small wire brush, and I kind of get in the crevices real quick. Then I do some brake cleaner to get all the dust off, anything loose. Then I wipe it down with rubbing alcohol to get any oils off. And then let it dry, and I paint it like this. I'll show you the end results of the brake calipers when I get the rotors on. Yo guys, okay, so I did not do an update last night. All I did was prep the calipers, pretty much using like some wire brushes with a drill bit to clean them up as best as I can and paint them black. But as you can see, we got the rotors on. I got the backside, or sorry, the passenger side done with the tires on. But here is what they look like. I think they look pretty fucking clean. What I did when I was kind of cleaning everything, like the calipers, I did a quick job, very quick, cleaning the wheel well, kind of make it look a tiny bit better than what it was. It was pretty disgusting. So right here is one of the box. See that box right there? That is for that brake pad sensor. You know, basically if it gets worn out, it sends like a code or like a light in the dash saying like change your brakes. So this is kind of what they look like. Right here it is. That's kind of where they go. You can pick them up. They're like about 10 bucks a pop, and you only need 2 of them. But I did not include them since the brakes, well, since these really didn't tell me that I needed to change the brakes, and look how crappy they were. But I think the project turned out pretty good. What I did, just the FYI, since it was a pain in the butt, is before I put the rotor on, I put some anti-seize on the face of the hub, so it'd be easier to get it off next time. What else? I really suggest getting a little, this tool to help push that piston in, which worked out very easily. Nothing too strenuous about that. But before I put the tires on, I'm going to put more anti-seize on, because that was seriously one of the hardest parts of the job, is to get the freaking tires off. That's kind of sad to say. And it sucks with these, since they don't have like the studs to line them up and then put the lug nuts in, or the lug bolts, I guess you can say. And that was just a pain in the butt. But let me know what you guys think on this overall project. I will let you know how they turn out. Hopefully the braking power of the M-Roadster is going to be pretty dope. So, I don't know, give it a thumbs up. And also, give it a thumbs up because my beautiful wife